What's up? Oh, man. Oh, dude, I'm in a good mood. I just got done working. Now I'm here. Now, Corey Holcomb is running his mouth. Oh, man. How's everybody doing? Woo! Okay. I was not expecting this. I was not expecting to do this, in all reality. But it is what it is. So, Corey Holcomb apparently has a problem with people criticizing him, and Flacco just released a new video talking about it, so we're gonna get into that. I do have something I have to do later. I have a video I'm doing at a random university, so I want to keep this like short and sweet. But if there is enough time, I do want to talk about the Pokemon Fire Red and Leaf Green stuff and see what that's all about. But we will get there. But regardless, I'm still tired because I was up way too late last night and I did not get enough sleep. So, it's been a long day, but I'm excited. So, where is it at? Okay, there we go. All right. Let me adjust this for a little bit. All right. Damn. Okay. So yeah, Corey Holcomb is doing some stuff I would have never expected to happen, but I mean, I don't know why I didn't expect it. It's Corey, so let's see.
Corey Holcomb is making a really big mistake, but it appears he's too stupid to fall on the sword and stop now. But this mistake is going to end very badly for Corey. We'll get back to the video shortly, but I wanted to let you guys in current events. All I do is I look at what this temperature is going to be for today. I'll say probably 7 out of 10 times to get $10 on your first deposit.
Damn, Flacco.
So Corey is attempting to run the same play that all bad faith actors on YouTube try to run when they get criticized. He's trying to silence your favorite YouTubers, right? The one who are making videos on him. And he believes that he will be successful even though all the bad faith actors before him.
Are they going to run it and try to chop it and screw it the way they want, or chop it and screw it? But for my people, listen to me.
Wait, hold on. Wait. Saying that people are chopping and screwing it is a crazy thing to say, because nobody's taking what you're saying out of context. People are taking what you're saying and putting like your real life actions behind those things. Like, it doesn't add up to me why he thinks that just because people are saying the things that are coming out of his mouth and all of a sudden they're chopping and screwing it. It doesn't make any sense.
These videos that are being put out there about me, that's gonna be my money. No, it ain't. You want to make me famous? Unfortunately, you're doing evil things and saying lies about me. That's okay. I say, God, this how you want me to get the bag?
That ain't no way. Okay, I don't understand why creators think that they're just gonna end up ripping everybody's money away from them just because they're speaking on him. Okay, the only way that's gonna happen is if he does defamation lawsuits. And even at that, man, it's gonna take so long for that stuff to even go in his favor. He's never gonna see that money anyways. But I mean, I don't get it, man. Did nobody learn from Fresh and Fit?
On the latest episode of his podcast, Corey was hinting towards how he then came up and discovered this new way to shut up YouTube critics, to bankrupt us, take all of our money because we were criticizing him. Again, just like every other bad faith actors in the past, right? They want to shut up people who are speaking about them. So Corey was bragging about how he has discovered this new way to take all of our money and bankrupt us.
Dirt to try to get gigs canceled. You YouTubers ain't shit. Y'all
He
ain't
ain't
got
shit.
no power. I'm gonna show you ain't got no power.
The fact that he thinks that YouTubers don't have power when he is a YouTuber, regardless of what his past was, he's a YouTuber now because it's the only thing that's keeping him relevant, is so stupid. Like, wait. Oh, you YouTubers have no power. Okay, go say that shit to Mr. Beast. Go say that shit to Good Mythical Morning, to Linus Tech Tips, to all these dudes that have millions of subs. These guys have power, 100%.
Even though I know you guys are incentivized by TMZ, and that's why they're gonna have to give me a check for that.
They're not incentivized by TMZ. The fact of the matter is that it was Smosh, Good Mythical Morning. If any of those big channels actually spoke on you for real, you would be done. You would be finished.
They have to give me a check for that. But you YouTubers who used your little power to try and bring drama to me, your check is mine.
No, it ain't.
I just didn't know how to do it before. Now we got the game down packed. In a couple of weeks, you're going to see 5150 collect checks from these cake-ass YouTubers.
Yeah, because he's gonna file copyright strikes. I can almost promise you they're going to be copyright strikes, and he's going to end up getting the channel terminated because he's not stupid. He's not smart enough to do the research.
I never chased it like that. That's why I didn't know. I just thought, I'm going to do my show and give it to the game. But there's a way you can make it where when people use your name and likeness, you know what I'm saying? That's to be taxed, especially if they got sponsors. Oh.
No, the fuck they don't. No, they do not. Like, does this dumb bitch not understand what fair use is? Does he not get that at all? Oh my come
God.
On, bro.
I'm counting the money.
No, you ain't, because you ain't going to get anything.
I'm counting the money.
Corey is preparing himself to be really embarrassed.
Yep.
Either he's getting some really terrible legal advice. I don't know who's giving you this legal advice, bro, but it's terrible.
It's the same lawyers that convinced Fresh and Fit to do their copyright strikes on Abba and Preach and all these other channels. I can promise you that. Because it takes a special kind of stupid to believe that that's going to work. Like, it's not going to work. He's going to end up getting the channel completely nuked off of the platform, and then he's really going to be down, out, and broke. And it's all because he listened to a lawyer that doesn't know what they're talking about.
Or you did your own Googles and came up with this terrible idea in your head. First off, man, there's not a way, right, for you to take away people's YouTube income from either that video, especially their sponsorship money from a third party. Right? There's no way. Them speaking about you or critiquing you in a video is protected speech. They could speak about you all they want, and you can't take their money from them. All right? And definitely not no sponsorship or third-party money. Absolutely not. Now, there's maneuvers that other bad faith actors have tried in the past regarding YouTube, but that's already been like patched. and I'm gonna show you guys exactly how to patch it.
Hold on, Flocka. It's never been patched. It was just never a legal way to do it. Fresh and Fit tried to silence all the people that were criticizing them by giving them copyright strikes. But the fact of the matter is that the second you interject into a video and you speak and you critique it and you comment on it, it becomes fair use. And when you're doing a publicly available show that is widespread to the internet, where you don't have to pay, you don't have to go behind a paywall to view the content, it's free game for anybody to comment on. That's what it is.
But Corey believes that if you use his name or his picture in your thumbnails that he could take all the money from your YouTube video.
Nope.
I do this on Tuesdays. So during the week,
I'm gonna put his big ass head right in the thumbnail of this video. I promise you that.
y'all get to lie on me. Y'all get to do all that shit. But keep putting my name and whatever in your thumbnail.
And it and if I end up talking about this Pokemon thing, I'm gonna take Corey's picture and I'm gonna AI generate him to look like a Snorlax and put him on the thumbnail.
Because I need that money. I really do. Like, I didn't know that you can do what I'm about to do to all you cake ass, but
yeah, because it's scummy and it's not legal.
Is when you present it on YouTube. Am I right? Yeah. Yeah. Keep doing it. I need you to get them likes up on your channel and everything, because here I come. I'm not trying to discourage you at all. I want you to keep doing it because it's about to come to an end. And the only reason it's coming to an end is because the Backdoria army came in 5150.
Oh no, he watched Random. He watched Random's videos. He said Backdoria. No. Unless he said that phrase before, I've only heard Random University say that about Corey. So if Corey has never said that word before, that means he watched all of Random University's videos. Random, you better watch out, dude, because he's coming for you.
It's a whole army of them. They coming at us, man. And you know what I'm saying? It's time for me to show the game. You know what I'm saying? I got it under control. Everybody think that I'm f***ed up now. I ain't f***ed up.
Yeah, you are.
I ain't f***ed up by far.
Yes, you are.
Too much work, man. I ain't f***ed up. Last week, I ain't gonna lie. My mother called me.
Oh my God!
And my
Here we
mother
go.
was like, "What's going on? What is all this? Why is everybody talking about?" I was like, "Mama, I've been doing this a long time. I know what I'm doing. Just trust me." It's like laugh now, cry later. That's what's happening right now.
Nope.
Peep the difference between how Corey Holcomb talks about TMZ and how he talks about YouTubers. He thinks we're weak or something. Like, Corey Holcomb thinks that we're like lambs and we're sitting ducks. He could come and violate and, take everything that we ever worked for unconstitutionally, and we're just going to sit by and let it happen. And when Corey...
How's it going, Bean? Doing all right? Oh man, I'm in a good mood, man. I think, dude, this is hilarious. Oh, Corey Holcomb's gonna turn into Fresh and Fit. Dude.
Corey Holcomb's mom called him. I wonder if he told his mama the real reason why people have been making videos about him. I wonder if he told his mama, "Hey, mama, I was caught on video stepping to a woman, closing a distance between us, and then hitting her. Hey, mama, man, they've been making videos about me because, on my podcast, I was making jokes about being attracted to children."
Oh, that's what's up. Dude, man, Bean, I'm kind of glad that you brought that up. Because now, Watts has infected me into believing that I need a Switch 2. So now, next week, I'm going to turn in my PS5 and get a Switch 2. I never thought I would see the day where I did that. But now it's like, man, Watts hypes this console up so damn much. I need to know what the hell it's about. I really need to try it and see. But I swear on everything I love, if I get this console and it doesn't feel any different than a Switch, I'm going to be pissed. And I'm going to blame it on Watts. I'm going to be like, bro, you owe me, get your YouTube money, you owe me $500. Because I really hope that it's different. I really hope it's not the same.
I said, jokes? How's that a joke, Corey? He ain't telling the reason why people been talking about him. The only reason I'm making this video is because Corey Holcomb is attempting to prey on and victimize YouTubers.
I have a regular Switch, but my screen got completely busted on it. so I can't use it. And one of my my son would yank the Joy-Cons out instead of using the unlock button to pull them out. So now they don't register in the system. So it's basically like, if I'm gonna get one, I might as well just get another. Might as well get a Switch 2, because I can play all of my Switch games on Switch 2 anyways. So it doesn't make a difference.
Because he don't like them criticizing him. He's trying to infringe on their First Amendment protected right. It's not going to happen, bro. I'm going to show every one of you guys exactly how to combat Corey, and how if we all do our jobs, this is going to end very badly for Corey. I'm not afraid of Corey Holcomb at all. I'm not a sitting duck. I made $70,000 last month on YouTube. My last YouTube check was $70,000 by talking about people like Corey Holcomb on YouTube.
Oh, yeah. And yeah, get that money, Flacco. 100%.
I'm financially good, bro. All right, my bills don't surpass about $7,000 a month. Like, that's my bills total. So I'm straight. I'm stacked up. I could go to legal war with Corey Holcomb any day. I'm like, Corey can't do a goddamn thing to me. But I'm making.
I promise you, Flacco, if he's doing copyright strikes, you won't have to do anything. YouTube will do it for you. I swear on everything I love. Because if they find out that he's being fraudulent before it even gets pressed, and before you even have to go to court over it, and YouTube finds out that he's just pressing false copyright strikes, they're just gonna 3-strike his channel and nuke it off the platform.
This videos to show you guys, with even though some of you guys may have limited resources, y'all can still fight back against Corey, and he won't win, and he won't beat you. Okay, because I know exactly what Corey Holcomb is planning to do, even though he's trying to keep it a secret. See, Corey is even roping his audience into this, telling his audience that they should send in names of YouTubers making videos about him. That's an admission that he's doing this to silence speech, which you can't do on YouTube.
And put forth what needed to be put forth to stop the nonsense. But I'm not gonna lie, this media giant has other ways of getting at me, and they getting at me. But I'm telling you, all you bloggers, you can stop it, because you belong to me.
Nope.
In a week or two, you're gonna see all this stuff you did to make me famous. It's unfortunate because I was lied on, but that's going to be my money.
I don't understand how people are lying on you when it's the words that came out of your mouth. Nobody is twisting anything. Nobody is misconstruing anything. These are the words that you said. Nobody else said this shit to you. It's you. You're the one that's had all that really foul, weird-ass shit to say when you're talking about children. Calling a little girl a hoe because she was getting bounced on somebody's lap. You're sitting there calling your daughter a bitch on the internet. I mean, bro, come on, man. Come on, dude. You're doing ridiculous and wild shit on the internet for the world to see, but then when people comment on it, then all of a sudden, now you have something to say. What happened to being a comedian? What happened to being a jokester? Why can't you fight back that way? It's because you don't have nothing. It's because you know that what they're saying isn't fucking crazy. It's the truth. You just don't like that they're spreading it around because it's costing you money and it's costing you slots at comedy clubs. And that's it. It's nobody else's fault that you're a loser that can't keep his mouth shut when it comes to this shit.
From my videos, I never did this before because I never had to. But I'm like, oh, y'all.
What's going to be crazy? What's going to be crazy is I'm going to turn this dude into a Snorlax and put it on this thumbnail, and I'm going to tag him in this video. And I promise you, if he gives me a copyright strike, I promise you, I'm going to sue his ass.
Gonna lie? Okay, you think you could just say what you want to say with my name and likeness and nothing happens?
Hell yeah.
You'll see. That's going to be my video you made. So please keep it up. Don't let up this.
The thing that's so stupid, the thing that Corey Holcomb doesn't seem to understand, okay, is that if I were to say something negative about Trump right now and posted it, regardless of whether or not it's true or it's false, it's still protected speech. unless I'm making damning allegations against a human being, there's really nothing that can be done. And the only thing that you can do with those types of claims is file a defamation lawsuit. And you're going to spend years of your time and tens of thousands of dollars in legal fees to sit there and maybe get an eighth of the profit revenue from those videos. Like you're not gonna make any money on it. You're gonna be out.
This week, next week, or the week after that, I need this money. I'm trying to pay off this other property I just got.
Then come and get it.
Keep it coming, because I'm going to display the check on the show.
No, the hell he ain't.
And listen, all my 5150 people, I have created an email where...
No, I'm going to say this shit right now. Fuck 5150, fuck Corey Holcomb. Straight up. He's a terrible human being, bro. He's no different than Fresh and Fit are. Damned if you do, damned if you don't. He will sit there and try and just fuck people up over speaking real truth. I don't understand it. I don't understand how he's that slow in the head where he doesn't see that this could end up extremely bad for him, and to the point where he can lose this channel and lose his livelihood, all because he has his ego bruised and he's being a butthurt little baby.
Wait a minute. First of all, I don't want to forget this about leading the law, because I said something else. But here's an email. Listen, the email is 5150submit@g.
Oh yeah, being 100%, he's being a lolcow. Like, bro, this is some type of shit that Wings of Redemption would do.
Email.com.
He makes it perfectly clear, too, that he's only doing this because people have been talking about the jokes he's been making. And we all know what that means.
That shit ain't jokes.
He is upset and he's spiraling out of control because people have been taking a stance against Corey Holcomb telling jokes about being attracted to children.
One day I was living with this lady and her daughters crawled in the bed and I ain't have on shit.
Yeah.
I was up under the cover.
Wow.
And I was like, oh, and one of her daughters was like,
rest in peace.
Her daughter was, she was in high school. I think she was 15. Still not legal. You just can't tell your true thoughts.
What the fuck did he just say? You just can't tell your true thoughts. What?
Her daughter was going to be thick like her mama. I know that much.
The documentary.
Good God. Hold on. Wait a second.
Her daughter was going to be thick like her mama. I know that much.
The documentary.
Pussy, that's the best. I'm saying.
What? He just said, nope, I ain't saying it. I'm not saying it. Ain't happening. Nobody's going to clip my ass out of context. Hell no.
See, that's the best. I'm saying. When I was in Iceland, you don't have to be no 18. I think it was 13, maybe 14.
Yeah.
That's a grunt. The vagina been on this planet 14 years. I've said this before.
Good God.
Also, do you know if a woman 16 years old gives you a baby, that is going to be 16, 17, 18, 19. That is going to be one of the healthiest babies possible. This past weekend, I saw this little girl. She had a...
This is the clip I'm talking about. This is the clip that I just referenced about the baby getting bounced on somebody's lap. This is exactly what the hell I was talking about.
Welch's grape juice bottle in her mouth. And she was about 5. She had the whole bottle, as far as it'll go, just sucking on it, walking with her mama. Somebody said, get that out her mouth. When they took it out her mouth, that baby said,
pay attention to what he's about to say.
You know when she stopped crying? When a man picked her up and put her in her lap and started bouncing with her. Then she stopped crying and was looking like this. I said, that's a...
And there it is. There it is. There it really is. That's garbage ass people. The people that are literal trash on this planet talk like this when they're talking about children. I got more respect for the cat shit in my litter box right now than I do for this dude speaking like that about kids. What a fucking loser.
That's a little growing right there. And
he wants that to stop. He wants that, you reacting and talking about that, to stop. But unfortunately,
yeah, but if he wanted it to stop, he should have never posted that shit to begin with. He should have never said that stupid shit. Regardless of whether he's claiming it to be joking or not, he's said too many things that are within that realm way too many times for people to just say, oh yeah, it's a joke. No. You say it so much, man. There's a lot of truth behind that shit. It's the same thing when, you know, he's sitting there and talking about, like, everybody's gay and this and that, and how, you know, he'll fight people over calling him gay, and you don't ever call me gay. I don't suck dick and da-da-da-da-da. And, like, bro, you're getting way too defensive over somebody calling you that. So it makes me think that you're doing some stuff behind the scenes that if people really saw it, there would be some real critiques on you then.
For Corey, is not going to stop because there's nothing he could do about it. But he's speaking due to some bad advice. He's speaking as if he already has it figured out and the money has already came in and we're already done. Hear how he's speaking, and then I'm going to tell you guys exactly what he's planning and how to stop it.
all of these bloggers that you see lying about Corey Holcomb and the way he does things, because I've been doing these jokes for a long time, and I live a real good life doing these jokes. So you can say whatever you want to say about me and the jokes I crack, okay? But if you see these bloggers and they have a significant following, I would say at least 500 or more. Really, I want more than that.
Wait, what? What? Did he really just say 500 or more? He's really going after channels that little? Are you kidding me? So that means that everybody's on the chopping block then. At 500 subs? That's a very wide net. Right, he's going to get that channel nuked.
Matter of fact, if they got over 1,000 people listening to them, I want you to send an email to that address. This is where we're collecting them, where I'm going to collect my money.
You can collect my
I think
money.
we need to have a big 5150 party after they have to start sending checks to me.
No, he's going to have a 5150 sign holding on the corner begging for change, because that's what's about to fucking happen.
And I'm talking about, yo, I am so glad I did this research to find out about this stuff. But here's another thing about leading a law. Abe, you know what video I'm talking about, right? Listen, I want to say this again. I believe that Kevin Samuels, the late, great Kevin Samuels, was a great philosophizer.
You won't get a dime. Not a penny.
Facts.
All right? Not 1 ounce of penny of my money. I promise you that, bruh. And I'm going to show everybody else how they can make sure you won't get a penny of their money either. Okay? So let's break down exactly what Corey Holcomb is planning and how you could stop it if you are a small YouTuber. Because as you guys just heard it, he's targeting YouTubers who's doing 500 views. He's going after YouTubers with 500 views who he believes is weak and have no protection, but no.
Well, no, I think when he's saying 500, I honestly think he's talking about subscribers. I don't think he's talking about views. I think he's really talking about subscribers.
No, we see you. We identify with you, and we're standing next to you.
Because if it's only 500 views, that could be a channel with only 10 subs. Like, bro, that's a very wide net to cast, and think that you're gonna catch something is crazy.
You're not by yourself on this. Corey Holcomb is not going to intimidate you. Corey Holcomb plans on putting a content ID claim on his content. So when you react to it, you will get this screen right here where it tells you content used, Corey Holcomb, etc., etc. Now, it will be no restrictions. However, Corey Holcomb would take all the money from the video. Corey Holcomb's perspective is, well, if I just make it hard for them to monetize their content, then they would just stop talking about me, and
Hell
all the
no.
bad things I do won't go talked about.
The funny thing is people are petty as hell. And even if they don't make no money talking about you, if it spreads the word how much of a terrible human being you are, they will say that shit for free. They don't need to get paid for it.
See, here's the thing. You have options. You talking about Corey Holcomb is fair use.
Yep.
Even though he has a content ID claim on the video, there's still steps you could take. Obviously, a lot of you guys already know about the dispute process, the first dispute.
Yep.
So you will obviously click on dispute to dispute the content ID claim. This first step, a lot of you guys are already familiar with, but it doesn't stop here. You would appeal it on the basis of fair use. There's a second step here. So if you already know about the first step, just be patient because we still have to break it down for others who don't. So when you click on fair use exception, in the description box it gives you, you want to put my content falls under the Copyright Act's fair use exception. My content is educational, mixed with commentary. It's transformative in nature and does not infringe on the original party right to monetize their content.
Yep.
That's a script you want to use.
Hell yeah.
What's going to happen is the first step, don't be discouraged. The first step is going to get denied because it's sent to Corey.
It also gets looked at by bots at first as well, I believe. But then after you redispute, then it gets sent to an actual human to review.
Right. So they send it to Corey and say, hey, Corey, this content creator says this is fair use. Do you want to lift your content ID claim? Corey would then say no, because obviously Corey Holcomb is a POS. So he'll say, no, I don't. No, it's my money. Cool. Right. So then they will refuse to lift it. However, the minute you file the appeal, the money goes into escrow. It doesn't go to Corey. So you have to do it as quickly as possible.
Yeah.
Now, Corey Holcomb will say no. They will send it back to you. Now, this is where the second step comes in. They will send it back to you. And you would have an option to appeal what a Corey Holcomb decision was, and it will be sent to YouTube. Now, on a second appeal, you do the same script. Appeal, fair use exception, and then what you want to also make sure is include a link of Corey Holcomb saying that he's doing this to silence you.
Yep.
Just link this video or link Corey Holcomb's own video where Corey Holcomb is saying he's doing this to stop people from talking about his jokes.
Oh, Flacco, I can almost guarantee you that with this video out, if Corey sees this video, I can almost promise you he's going to delete that video. Just so that way people can't use it.
Second appeal, you put the same script I give you, and then you add, this is retaliation and an attack on my First Amendment protected right. What would happen now? It gets sent to YouTube on the second appeal. YouTube would then say, hey, Corey, this is a legal matter. You have 2 weeks to file a copyright lawsuit against this person, or else we would have to lift it.
Yep.
So now Corey would now have to take you to court. However, Corey is going to lose in court. You know why? Because Corey Holcomb already admitted this is a direct attack to silence you.
Yep.
Once this go to court, anti-slap laws would automatically dismiss Corey Holcomb's lawsuit.
And then on top of that, he has to pay to initiate those lawsuits. So every channel that he wants to take money from, he's going to have to pay to initiate all of those suits. Because no, it could be different depending on like where the creators are. Because I'm pretty sure depending by state, if there are multiple creators that live within a specific state, he can lump them into one suit. But it's still like multiple suits he's gonna have to file, and he's got to pay for all of those. So he's gonna be out all that money to show up at court just to be told that no, man, that's fair use.
Probably within like a month. Okay, you probably don't even need a legal. To be honest, Corey Holcomb has messed up so bad. by admitting that he's doing this to silence you, that when this BS goes to court, the anti-slap laws will get this dismissed so freaking fast. But what happens is, and why it's crucial that every one of you guys have to go to the second appeal process, even though the language YouTube is like gonna give you, like, are you sure it could be a strike if you do? You wanna say yes, file the second appeal, because if Corey Holcomb does this to, let's say, I don't know, 100 YouTubers, and we all do this, well, he's gonna have to sue each and every one of us individually. Corey Holcomb money ain't that long.
Nope.
And then also, too, he don't even got a case. He's gonna lose. So even if he files 100, he's gonna lose 100. He's gonna he's wasting his time and his money. But you can't be the YouTuber who says, "Oh, I'm scared of Corey."
Oh, I didn't even think about this. You could also, because of what it does, especially for like smaller creators. Well, no, it works for any creator. Because he's doing this and he's trying to silence people, if that gets deemed that he's trying to silence you and he's trying to take your money away, your livelihood, you can counter sue him for emotional distress, for trying to strip away income that they earned. And then he's going to have to pay out more money because he'll lose that easily.
You know, I'm going to just stop talking about Corey and so I don't have to deal with this. You can't be that YouTuber, bruh. I'm good. I don't need 100 people to appeal this or file this for me to be good. I can fight Corey how I fight Corey in court. I'm straight. I got the bread. But if you're a small YouTuber and you want to look out for other small YouTubers, you have to stand in solidarity. You have to file the second appeal. The second appeal is going to demand that Corey Holcomb file an official lawsuit against everybody he put a content ID claim on. And not just for for each individual claim. So if you drop 5 videos that month on like Corey Holcomb has to file 5 lawsuits against you. 5. Or else they're going to lift each individual one. So now we have a situation here. If everybody goes through with the second appeal, Corey Holcomb will literally have to file thousands of lawsuits to keep this up.
Hell yeah, you will.
Corey Holcomb ain't moving forward with no lawsuit, bruh.
No.
Don't be afraid to say, man, I don't have money for a lawsuit. He's not going to sue you. Corey will have to file thousands of lawsuits every month.
And even if he does, you don't need a lawyer to fight on fair use. You really don't. Fighting for fair use is the easiest thing that you can fight for. Because all you have to do is just play your video in front of a judge and show them the way that you transform the content, and it would be deemed fair use easily.
For this to work, ultimately what's going to happen is Corey Holcomb is going to stop pursuing this and realize he can't attack free speech, and he's going to fall flat on his face. It's really that simple, bro.
Facts.
So I'm telling y'all right now, bro, this is Corey Holcomb's plan. And Corey is deciding to do this instead of just apologizing. Yo, do y'all know that Corey Holcomb on his podcast said that he's standing by those jokes? He's standing by the jokes he made?
What?
Those nasty jokes I just played you?
After last week's show, man, so many people called me with offerings that are going to pay off. I am so proud that God always show me a sign, because people want me to yield and act like I did something. Homie,
God's showing you a sign that this is the end of your career. Like, this isn't a come up for you. This is your downfall.
I'm standing on everything I did. Anything I did that I'm embarrassed of or I feel like I shouldn't have did, I would say it.
He's not embarrassed at nothing he did at all. Now, that was my interpretation of it. He's not embarrassed of nothing he did.
Yeah.
That's my interpretation. But y'all let me know in the comment section, man, what y'all think about this, bro. Are y'all ready?
Yep.
Because Corey trying to go to war with YouTubers, bro. And we all got to be on code. We all got to be on code, bro. If I see y'all who's making videos about Corey and I look up, the claims start coming in and y'all stop making videos, I'm looking at y'all like sellouts, man.
Yep.
Because y'all got to be on call with this, man.
100%.
This is going to be a precedent
Yeah.
for other bad faith actors, right? Now, there are times where, like this is, like things like this is necessary, but it can't be because somebody is just talking about you.
Yep.
No, sir, that's not how that works, man. All right, the only time I've ever went after a YouTuber was when a YouTuber was on his channel lying about me being a registered sex offender. This YouTuber went ahead and found paperwork of somebody else, different name, different age, different everything, and lied and said that was my name. I came online, again, I didn't duck it like Corey. I came online, showed my ID, showed my name, showed my legal name, showed my age, showed everything, and proved that YouTuber to be a fucking liar. That's what I did.
Yep.
And then I went after him.
And you have every right to.
But there was a defamation case, though.
Yeah.
Corey, people playing your words back and saying what you said was wrong, you cannot stop that. All right? It's free speech. Let me know in the comment section, what do you guys think about this? And if you're still watching my videos and you enjoy my content, then please, please, please send me a hype to this video. You can click on the hype button below this video. Hypes are how you tell YouTube that you want to push my videos in the algorithm. You get 3 hypes a week, so please send me a hype to this video.
Damn.
And if you enjoy my content, then click on this video right here to find out how the Jim Jones scandal just reached an embarrassing level.
Man, he did a Jim. Man, I want to say a Jim Jones video. Damn. Wait, he's got 300K. I thought that, you couldn't hype creators above a certain amount. I didn't know that. Wow. I'm gonna save this Jim Jones thing for an actual full-on video, because I think this is gonna get. I think that's gonna get crazy, but I think I heard something. They say like under 500K. Oh, okay. If it's okay, I thought it was like for anybody under 100,000. I figured once you get over 100,000, you've hit a threshold to where you can actually make okay money on the platform. So I figured hype was just for really small creators, because 500K isn't really small. But yeah, oh, that's so crazy, dude. That this is literally, like, if you look at the timeline and how things progressed, this is no different. Oh yeah, 500K is a big channel. Yeah, that's why hyping a channel like that just doesn't make any sense to me. But good for them. Good for them. But as far as this Corey Holcomb things, trying to decide if I'm gonna cover it. Oh, the Jim Jones thing, Logics. But my whole thing with this whole Corey Holcomb thing, Flocka asking for hypes, is so stupid. Yeah, he's got over 300K. Oh, not the Corey. Oh, okay. But yeah, this whole thing with Corey Holcomb right now, he's literally on the same trajectory and the same path. If you look at the timelines, they add up. It's no different than Abba and Preach and Fresh and Fit's beef. This is the same shit. Because now Corey is going to go after every single channel that's talking bad about him, just like Fresh and Fit did. They copyright striked 30 plus videos on Abba and Preach's channel. They copyrighted Agent 00's videos, a whole bunch of different channels. Fresh and Fit were just copyright. They had hundreds of copyright strikes out there. Then when YouTube got wind of it and saw it, then they were like, hey, look, you have one of two options. If you press this, we're going to slap you in the mouth and you're gonna lose your channel. So it's either you retract all of these strikes or you're gonna get taken off the platform permanently. And if Corey is doing this, I honestly believe that he's not going to have any forethought into getting rid of this stuff. I think even if YouTube sits there and tells him, be like, look, man, if you press this, we're going to delete your channel. And he's going to sit there because somebody got in his head and spoke some really good talk to him about how he can make money off these people. I can almost promise you he's not going to listen to YouTube, and he's going to press this stuff, and then he's going to lose everything. And then within a month, I promise you, TMZ is going to find his ass under a bridge begging for change because he can't get into a comedy club. And now he can't sit there and perform on YouTube for all those people. And I mean, Rumble and Kick ain't giving out good payouts anyway, so good luck for him doing that shit. He'll have nothing. He'll be blackballed by comedy clubs. He'll be blackballed by the online sphere. I mean, and it's all because he has his ego hurt and he wants to be a crybaby over this shit. It's so crazy to me. It's like, man, if I took everything that people said about me to heart, especially shit that's not even real, I would have been gone a minute ago. I mean, I had dudes sitting there telling me I was wasting my time making videos on people like Asmongold and making videos on people like Tectone and saying that I was a clout shark that was only talking about these people for a bag when I'm not even monetized on the channel. But these guys were sitting here getting in my comment sections and shitting on me for what I was doing. And what did I do? I talked back and I kept posting. But Corey is in his feelings and he's trying to sit there and rip people of their protected speech. I don't give a shit what people say about me online. You have a disagreement, you wanna squash it, you wanna talk about it, fine. I have the Discord linked in every single video I ever post. Join the Discord, we'll get in a call, you can tell me how I'm stupid, and we can talk it out like grown-ass people. But the one thing I'm never going to do, Tree of Logic, is ban people in my comment section or completely just outright cut people off just because they're saying anything negative about me. It's stupid. It's ridiculous and it's childish. Like it's the blame game all over again. Oh, you did this to me, so I gotta do that. I gotta take you out. Like, come on, bro. It's stupid. Like, this is shit that my 10-year-old does. That's crazy. But anyways, I still got time before I meet up with Random to do our video. So, are you guys interested in the Pokemon drama that's going on with the Nintendo Switch or not? Because I can get another video if need be. So, just let me know. Because I can't find something else. I just don't know what. But I will find something. Damn.
While I'm on the topic
shit,
of
that's loud. Whatever you're most interested in, bro. It doesn't bother me. But I think I do want to talk about the Pokemon thing because people are really upset about what's going on with the with Fire Red and Leaf Green getting put on the Switch. Oh, Logix, I don't know if you were in here when I talked about it, but dude, Watts gave me a brain virus, man, because I literally went and talked to somebody about getting a Switch 2 today. Like, he's brainwashed me into getting one now. So now next week I'm getting one. Because I gotta see if what Logic's saying is true or not. I can't just let him sit there and hype a damn console up for nothing. I gotta look at it myself. And I swear to God on everything I love, if I open that system up and I turn it on and it looks and it plays like the Switch 1, Watts is gonna write my ass a check. No, because I'm gonna get my money back if it's false. Well, no, I'm pay to own. I'm not gonna buy it outright. Hell no. I hope it looks better. I really do, because I mean, I miss like having all the Pokemon games and stuff like that. But yeah, if I get it in my hands and I start playing it and it doesn't seem like an upgrade to the original Switch, I'm gonna make Watts write me a check for $500. I'll be like, bro, you tricked me. You tricked me into buying this, and it's not what you said it was. I need my money back. But yeah, I do want to check out this Pokemon thing though, because apparently I was misinterpreting the trailer that was put out yesterday, and apparently they are just putting it up as a digital release. They're not even putting it on the Switch Online service. They're not doing any physical. Got to get a Switch 2 eventually, but I can wait. Well, yeah, I understand that. Do I talk about anything other than Corey? Yeah, I talk about a lot of people. Oh, the animation thing, it's just too, it's, I have a program called VitoTube. VitoTube Mini, where I just have two images, one with like my mouth open like I'm talking and one with my mouth closed, and like a blinking animation, and the program puts all four of those images together as a moving to make it appear like it's doing all that. Wait, hold on, Jermaine. What do you mean giving obsession? I made yesterday was my very first video I ever talked about Corey Holcomb on. So what does it mean obsession? Like, my stream last night was the very first time I ever spoke on Corey Holcomb. So why all of a sudden is it an obsession now? I gotta hear this. I want to know exactly what the hell you're talking about, because it makes no sense to me. Well, no, I covered him last night as well, because I talked about him and Joe Budden beefing. But that last night was the first time I ever spoke on him. I mean, telling me that I'm obsessed is crazy. Like what the hell you think I am? What do you think this is, Mariah Carey? Why are you saying I'm obsessed? But anyways. No, I don't have any prior videos on him, no. Because it wasn't really my thing. Like, when I saw that Random was making the videos on Corey, I didn't want to overstep bounds, because he was making very good videos on the whole topic, and I didn't want to step on his toes, so I left it alone. But when I was in his live stream and I saw all those other clips about, like, the children's stuff, it kind of turned my ear up to, like, okay, well, now I need to pay more attention to this. And then, what? Well, no, because I don't, when it comes to certain things that I'm not well equipped for, I just don't want to make a video and just talk. Oh, no, I get that. But it was the thing is, like, when Random started initially speaking on it, I didn't have the knowledge to speak on anything like that. Like, I knew a little bit about Corey, but I didn't know much. So I just didn't want to just say things that were just airballs. So I just, in my opinion, I just left it to you guys, because y'all knew what was going on more than I did, so I left it alone. But then when I was in Random streaming, Random showed all those videos, then it turned me on to the point where it was like, okay, well, now I've got to pay more attention. And then when I saw about the Joe Budden thing, that was when I finally decided, yeah, I got to start watching this stuff. Because there's something really going on, and I have to pay attention. So, I don't know. It just feels weird that, because I know that you guys all post like the same type of stuff. I don't know. I feel like I'm overstepping boundaries by doing stuff like that. So it's just not in my nature to sit there and just try and take when you know somebody else is already doing it. That's just how I feel about it. But I mean, like, you know, Random can talk about Power Rangers and I wouldn't give a shit. I mean, damn. I mean, me and him are about to talk about Power Rangers for probably an hour or two. So it don't matter to me. I just didn't feel right making any videos on it. But, let's talk about this Pokemon thing.
They were going to wait until next Friday to make this announcement. But late last night, I mean late, this is 1 or 2 a.m. Eastern, all of a sudden, Pokemon games started to appear on the Nintendo Switch eShop in the coming soon section. And it was very random to where people were looking at it going, I guess somebody accidentally pressed go live on these listings before the announcement was ready to be made, because then just...
Well, I don't think it's that. I think that people already figured it out and it got leaked. So I think that they were trying to get ahead. Because if they waited till Pokemon Day and to show that stuff when it's already been spoken about so many times, it wouldn't have drawn that much excitement, so they didn't want to do it.
It's like a couple hours later, it was official. Pokemon, some of the classic ones, will be coming to the Switch, and not necessarily in a way that I think people were hoping, although some seem kind of happy with it. It's definitely a mixed bag, but it's Pokemon. So go figure, you know. But we'll go over exactly what's happening here today. So if you guys enjoy the video, hit the like button, subscribe if you're new. So this is over on Nintendo's site, the news section, Pokemon Fire Red and Leaf Green, both of which will be coming to Nintendo Switch and then backwards compatible.
Is that
on
good,
the
Bean?
Switch too, on the 27th, Pokemon Day. They decided to make this announcement a week in advance. And you might be wondering why exactly that is.
Is he any louder? Okay, good.
Well, if I had to take a guess, it's because next week, on the 27th, they will be announcing Pokemon Gen 10. And so there's going to be a lot happening right at that time. Of course, the 30th anniversary. So you'll have all kinds of merchandise also being announced. Probably some...
I was really hoping for an anniversary collection. Like, I get why they're doing the Fire Red Leaf Green thing, because it's one of the more popular remakes. But I really wish that they would have just made an anniversary collection where all of the past handhelds that don't have any support, all those games just get lumped into one thing that you can play on one console. I wish they would have done that. That would have been Game Freak's best decision since Platinum.
Some other like offshoot games, collaborations, a lot of stuff's going to be happening. But this one in particular, I think will generate a lot of hype. It already kind of has a lot of discussion, certainly. But also there's gonna be a lot of questions around these, because these are there's some things to this that I looked at and said, oh, that's weird with how they're approaching it. But first off, Pokemon Fire Red, Leaf Green, multiple languages here. And if you look on the eShop now, there are multiple listings for English, French, and Spanish. And if you go through, you'll see them pop up separately, and you just have to pick, you know, which one you need for your language. So it's not, unfortunately, all one game. You just scroll through the text and pick whichever language you want. So make sure you buy the right one. All right.
Yeah, because the one thing I did see when I looked at that trailer is that in the fine print that if you get the wrong translation, they don't have a policy to swap you out for the correct one. So, you spend $20 and you accidentally buy the French version of this, you're stuck with it. You can't exchange it for the English copy and all that stuff, which I thought was really stupid.
Say, capture wild Pokemon and recapture the nostalgic feel of the Game Boy Advance system when the Pokemon Fire Red and Leaf Green games return for the first time in over 20 years on the Switch, just in time for Pokemon Day on February 27th. Now, immediately people are thinking, oh, this is going into NSO. Not the case. And in fact, if you look on the store, it's $20 for each version. So $40 if you want both Fire Red and Leaf Green.
And this is the thing too, is that like Watts was bringing up that this was going to be physical, but everything that I've been reading on this, it's only digital. Which is frustrating, because $20 for a digital copy of a game that's 20 years old is stupid. $20 for a physical copy of a game that's 20 years old. I understand. Because they got to make their money somewhere when you're talking about the actual everything that comes with it. But like a digital copy of a game that has already been made that they didn't even improve on. I think I don't even know if they added the compatibility for you to be able to do any online battles or link battles in this game. I don't know. But for it only being a digital copy, like $20 is ridiculous. They could have done $10 for this, and they could have done 20 for the physical if they made a physical.
Immediately set off a wave of backlash to support. It's just, again, it's back and forth right now, because on one hand, there is a subscription service. This would be Game Boy Advance, so it'd be in the $50 tier per year. But there is a subscription service that people out there already pay for that this would have made an awesome addition to. I mean, if you start that app up on Pokemon Day, both of these versions go in. There will still be some frustration, which I'll get to here in a second as to why. But I think most people would go, oh, that's cool. That's a fun addition. I will check these games out again. But the other angle to this, there are people who just want to buy it. Like, there are some who are not thrilled with the idea of these games all being tied to a subscription, and they consistently ask about the virtual console coming back or having the option to buy these games separately. So clearly you meet in the middle by saying, oh, it's on NSO, but then you can also just go ahead and buy, like if this was $20, or you can just play it in your Game Boy Advance NSO app.
Well, no, because I think doing that in the Switch Online, it negates the purpose of the digital release, because I don't think that any game that's available on Switch Online is available to be purchased digitally in the eShop, because they're there to be able to make the Switch Online profitable. So I think that's where this is messed up. I think they should have made a physical and a digital, or they should have just left this alone altogether and just put it on the Switch Online, because that would have made way more sense.
I don't think people would complain at all, because people who want to buy it for 20 would buy it for 20, and others who already have the service or like, okay, now I'll get the service because of this, would have gone that route. But no, they've decided to go with the separate a la carte purchases, $20 each. And the reason I think is,
and that's crazy too, is that each version is $20. Like, $20 would have made sense for you to get both Fire Red and Leaf Green. But $20 each is ridiculous.
pretty clear, although there's some other things that are being pointed out. It's money, like, obviously. The Pokemon Company is not Nintendo, and I think that's important for people to realize. They're going to make their decisions independent of what's necessarily best for Nintendo. Nintendo would probably love to be able to just drop these in NSO and immediately spike subscriptions. But that's not necessarily what the Pokemon Company wants to do, which Nintendo is 1/3 of the Pokemon Company. I'm sure the Pokemon Company is thinking, we're going to sell millions and millions of these digitally. We're going to flip a Switch, which these are 40 megabytes in size. So yeah, I mean, kind of like emulator ROM, that kind of thing, you know. So
wait,
it's
hold
not,
on.
It's not.
It shows.
Yeah, I mean,
Nintendo. No, where I got.
These are 40 megabytes.
Okay, software compatibility, play experience. Okay, Switch Lite. Additional accessories may be required. Supported languages. Yeah.
Bytes in size.
I don't.
So.
Oh yeah, they fleece them all the time. But I do. The one thing I really hope that see on this, where it says meet up and play together on multiple consoles, I really hope that this is the truth. Because if you can do link battles and you can do stuff like that and link trades with people, that would justify the $20 price point. Because the ability to be able to play with other people online in that game, it would make it worth it to me.
Yeah, I mean, kind of like emulator ROM, that kind of thing, you know. So it's not exactly a massive production where they've remade or recreated or done anything too crazy here.
I wish they would have, though.
With that in mind, the Pokemon Company knows They're going to flip a switch and sell millions and millions of copies, not only with the nostalgia of Fire Red and Leaf Green, which I will say are like top tier Pokemon games. Back in the day, I got Fire Red when it came out on the Game Boy Advance, and
Wait, what do you mean top tier? These are widely considered by the vast majority of Pokemon fans that in terms of remakes, this is the pinnacle of what a Pokemon remake should be. Like they took what Pokemon Red was and they completely enhanced it but didn't ruin the game. And that's kind of where Heart Gold and Soul Silver come into play as well, because they did a good job with that as well. But people still consider Fire Red and Leaf Green to be the superior remakes. But then you look at Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl, they screwed that up big time.
Incredible. It's still good to play now, whether like I have the cartridges for them. You go that route, or yes, you emulate them. Look, the Pokemon
What do you
games,
mean get the cartridges for them? Do you not understand that a loose cartridge of Fire Red and Leaf Green are like $300? Not even sealed in the box, not even complete in box. Just a loose cartridge is hundreds of dollars. Like, ain't no way. Or you can spend $20 and get it digitally on your Switch. Yeah, I'm pretty sure people would rather spend $20.
have gotten out of control in terms of pricing on places like eBay, the secondhand market. I think
it's not the secondhand market. It's the actual market. Let's see. Pokemon Fire Red loose cart price charting. Okay, loose price is $140. Complete in box is $400. Sealed is $1,000. So, yeah. The market is not out of control. This is the standard market, especially when you're talking about Pokemon games. This is what it is.
Fire Red is like 120. It's more than 100. Leaf Green's a little more expensive. I'm trying to remember exactly why. I think there's Pokemon Selection or something, between
Yeah, it's the exclusives between the games.
the two, and Leaf Green, I guess, comes out on the stronger side of that. But the point here is that the cartridges are expensive. Emulation, of course, is not, but I've said this a million times, and I don't necessarily understand. Some people just don't want to emulate stuff. They go, oh, that's convenient. Guess what one of the biggest selling points of the Switch is convenience. It's 20 bucks. Yeah, I'll go ahead and buy it. I really want to play back through Pokemon. Nintendo did put out an entire Q&A, though, or FAQ, frequently asked questions, with this game, because there are still some oddities here, and there is, for me, something that's pretty disappointing actually here, which would have been really cool to see them include. But let's go over some of this here. Are these the original versions of the games? Have they been enhanced or modified in any way? Some specifications may differ, but broadly speaking, the contents of these games are the same as in the game's original release.
That's
and they
crazy.
mentioned, due to differences in hardware, the following features operate differently.
The game's connectivity features require the Game Boy Advance Game Link cable or Game Boy Advance wireless adapter on the Game Boy Advance system. Those features can now be enjoyed on Switch 2 via built-in local wire. Hell yeah, dude. Okay, that makes the $20 price point completely worth it for me. Right then and there. The fact that you can play online locally with people makes it worth it to me. It would have been better if they would have been able to find a way to be able to program in being able to do like battles with people on a specific server to where you don't have to, it doesn't have to be local play. That would have been great. But I don't think that the Pokemon Company actually cares about the fans enough to do shit like that anyways.
Game's connectivity features require Game Boy Advance link cable or the wireless adapter back then. However, with the Switch 2 and the Switch 1, those work through the built-in local wireless connection. As in, there's no online function here, which is incredibly unfortunate. At the very least, I think online battles would have been awesome.
Yep.
The trading, I think it'd be great to have trading, obviously, because it's easier to now more than ever connect with people through the internet versus, hey, we'll meet up and plug our Game Boys in and trade back and forth that way. I mean, that's all we had back then. But now things are much different. And it's just strange that they didn't think, oh, maybe people would like to be able to get their Gengar without having to meet up. Like they could just trade them back and forth. So
Yeah, but that if they but like it said, they're the same as the game's original release. You're talking about them doing a whole nother level of things that they're not prepared for.
think the aspect to this is that they are definitely afraid of people exploiting these Pokemon games that I think they want to bring into the fold for some of the current ones with Pokemon Home Support, which was on the listing, by the way, for the eShop. I saw it myself. It was there. And then they took that down. So I'm thinking they might mention it during Pokemon Day that it's coming later, which of course would let you just be able to transfer Pokemon back and forth and do all kinds of things to where it can become more current with this game that's, again, more than 20 years old. But they are very concerned around exploiting, and that would also go into NSO, which has rewind and save states. They don't even support cloud backup with these Pokemon games, and it's just their concern that they could exploit and break, I don't know, I guess the genuine nature of these games. Certainly the competitive scene, along with shiny hunting and all the other stuff that I'm not as familiar with, but I do understand that there is value, and it's very clear when you look at the Pokemon community and how they treat a lot of this stuff. Why are you handling these classic games differently? Celebration of 30 years of Pokemon, we thought it'd be fun to return to the ultimate versions of the original Pokemon adventures in the Kanto region with these special releases. They did not.
But they're not special releases. They're the exact same releases. Like, a special release would have been if they completely remade Fire Red and Leaf Green. But, I mean, judging by how well Pokemon Legends ZA turned out, I highly doubt that they would have made it look any better than that. And that would have pissed me off if they did that for Red and Green.
Answer that at all. The real answer here is we like money. They could just put that there, and I'd say, you know what? They're being honest. Hey, what are you going to do? I do think if most people were in charge at the Pokemon Company and looked at this and bonuses or what have you were tied into any of the sales performances, I think most people watching this would go, yeah, of course I'd sell them for $20 each. What are we talking about here? And then ask if you'll add the original red version, blue version, or other Pokemon games to Nintendo Classics collection. And then they just go ahead and do a little advertisement of all the games that are available on there now, which are none of the games that were.
But this is the one big up I will give to Nintendo. When they're talking about Pokemon and the Switch Online service, this is where I think Nintendo did what I think a lot of people were going to miss and were not expecting, was the Pokemon trading card game for the Game Boy and for the Game Boy Color, I believe. But this game, a lot of people love this game. I do. So, them putting it in there is them, like, for once in a blue moon, Pokemon is actually hearing the fans for once and is doing something right for the fans. It's the same thing with Pokemon Puzzle League and Pokemon Snap, the original Pokemon Snap. And Pokemon Stadium 1 and 2. They didn't have to put those in on the N64 Switch Online place either. But they did. And that's because I honestly think that when it comes to stuff like this, they actually listen. But they want to profit off of their listening way too much, to the point where they sometimes take advantage of Pokemon fans, because Pokemon fans wait so long for a game to come out that a lot of fans will just put up with anything as long as it gets released, even if it's dog shit. Like, I like Scarlet and Violet just fine, but that game was absolute doo-doo when it came out. They had to patch the hell out of that game to fix a lot of bugs that was happening in that game. And they had way more than a year to work on Scarlet and Violet. So, like, Pokemon fans are willing to put up with anything for a mediocre performing release. And that's where I think it's kind of egregious how the Pokemon Company just takes advantage.
That's about here. Red version and blue version, the originals, I think that would be kind of cool to go into the original Game Boy collection, but that's the 20.
Yeah, the red and blue on Game Boy would be perfect. That would have been the perfect way to do this. You sell Fire Red and Leaf Green, okay? But then you also put red and blue, but on the Switch online service. That would have made this perfect. Would have been chef's kiss, because then you would have gotten both versions of the game. The original and the remake. Because regardless of it being a remake or not, those two games are nowhere near the same. The game mechanics, everything about it is different. It's not the same. That would have been perfect. I would have loved that. And I promise you, if Pokemon Day comes and those guys do that, I'm going to be happy.
$20 per year tier, okay? That's not enough money. So, still, I think it'd be kind of fun if they did that. And I don't know if they actually will at this point. You know what the real travesty is? Pokemon Pinball. Where is it? But that's the one that's great. Fun game, by the way. That's the one they got to get on there, okay?
If he's talking about Pokemon Pinball, I think for Game Boy, then yeah, I understand that as well. Pokemon Pinball is really fun.
At the very least, I think for Pokemon Day, you'll see XD or Coliseum get dropped into the GameCube.
Oh, they
collection.
better. They
the game
better.
Receives any enhancements when playing on Switch 2. No major differences in how the games perform on Switch 2. And Switch, you know, I do. They mentioned the game chat feature, which is fine.
Wait, as with games on Nintendo Switch 2 in general, Pokemon Fire Red and Leaf Green can be enjoyable using the game chat. Okay. Well, that's not a bad addition to where you can be in a voice chat with somebody on your Switch while playing a game together. Like, that's a cool thing to do, though.
I do think it would be nice if they. I mean, it's like kind of the pixel art stuff, so I guess when they stretch it to fit the Switch 2 screen, it won't affect it too much. I'll have to see.
But it's not going to stretch it.
One for how that
it's going to be 4:3. It's not going to be stretched.
Looks on the screen, but I would like to think that they understand, okay, the Switch 2 can support just a cleaner looking visuals, and there's only so much you can do with older Game Boy Advance style games. But still would be nice if they realize, oh, this is going to be played on a big 4K display or on a 1080 display for the Switch 2.
What's going to be crazy is if now they've set the precedent for Fire Red and Leaf Green to show that they're willing to release remakes, they better do this shit with Heart Gold and Soul Silver. Because if they don't, I'm going to lose my damn mind.
In handheld mode, let's make sure it looks pretty good. Now, as I mentioned, there's been a lot of back and forth online over this, and it's been somewhat funny to watch the nerd on nerd violence on social media. But to be honest, looking at it, it's $20, and I think you're gonna have many people online get to the 27th, look around, and go, "Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and buy Fire Red." Or like.
But this is the thing too. I mean, if you go into a Walmart, okay. People buy dog shit PS5 and Xbox Series X games that Walmart knocks down to $20. Okay? And those games are complete doo-doo trash. Doo-doo trash. Okay? At least you know for a fact that when you spend $20 on this game is going to be worth it. Because people already know the game is good. And the best part about this is that streaming this game or recording this game is going to be so much easier because the picture clarity is going to be better than what you would get through an emulator anyways. Like right here, with as big as my screen is, this does not look muddy to me at all. This looks incredible. For as big as my screen is, this shouldn't look this good. Like, I've got GBA emulators that can't perform like this. That don't give me nowhere near the picture quality that this is getting. So that makes a big difference.
There's a lot of discourse currently. The game's not out yet, but let's face it. I think most of us know when it does release, it'll immediately become #1, both of them, Leaf Green or Fire Red, #1 on the eShop sales charts.
100%.
It'll be like that scene out of The Simpsons where Homer's trying to tell Moe he lost a customer, but everyone is so loud around him trying to give Moe money at the bar that he can't hear him. That's how it's going to be. So I think there are more people than not, the way even though it looks differently on social media, that are probably just going to buy one or the other, maybe both. You know what I'm really curious about is which one sells better, Fire Red or Leaf Green. I'm
Fire Red's gonna sell better. There's gonna be a very small niche of people that will buy Leaf Green, but I mean, it's got Charizard on the damn cover art. A lot of people are gonna just buy Fire Red just for that.
I'm inclined to say Fire Red, but it seems like Leaf Green is the popular one with Pokemon fans. So again, let me know what the deal is there. I've only ever really played Fire Red like that. I have Leaf Green, but I've only really ever gotten into Fire Red, and a lot of that's because, yes, nostalgia, when I played it back in the day. But that's probably the one I would go with here. So stop me if I'm making a mistake, because I know they're basically the same game for the most part. But let me know what you guys think about this one down below in the comments. Is $20 too much? Are you passing on it? Are you picking it up? And if so, which one are you going with? Thanks, guys.
And you know, the other thing too is that this game coming out is what kind of pushed me into finally deciding to just get a Switch 2. Like this is what broke me. Like, between Watts being in my ear and telling me that it's a nice system, it's a nice this, it's a nice that, and then seeing this completely convinced me to get one. I really hope that system doesn't let me down, though. It's gonna irritate the hell out of me if it lets me down. So, I don't know if there's anything else I want to talk about. Yeah, I don't really have anything right now. Damn. But it is what it is. I've got to get ready for my video with Random University, so I do need to get off here and start prepping my videos and getting my setup ready. So, I do appreciate all you guys showing up. I really do appreciate Illogic's being here and being it really. I mean, I appreciate you guys being here, you know. And I mean, at one point we were at 12 people in the chat and watching stream. And I mean, in all reality, that's pretty much the most I've ever gotten. Especially on YouTube. YouTube, I really don't ever get any live viewers. But now it's pretty cool to see the amount of people show up. So I do appreciate you guys. But yeah, my Pearl video just dropped this morning. I have a Pokemon video getting dropped tomorrow morning. And then my video of Random University will be up on Monday, hopefully. I'm aiming for my video with Random to be edited and cut and ready by Monday. So cross my fingers, because I'm literally trying to just stay as consistent as possible. Like, I've just been watching Logic streams and Random streams and Watts' streams while I'm sitting on my other screen editing the hell out of as many videos as I can edit. So that way I just have backup videos and then just throw them out and then just schedule them for the next day at the same time. Every day, same time. Upload. And that's what I'm trying to do right now. So, I'm going to get this video done with Random. And then I have another video I've got to record after I get off of Random. So that way I have videos for Monday and Tuesday that I don't have to worry about. So then it gives me another 2 days to stack up more videos. So I'm trying to get myself enough of a gap ahead to where I don't have to stress about getting a video recorded and immediately uploaded like I was doing at the beginning. So at least I can just stay on top of what I'm releasing. But yeah, man, if you guys enjoyed the stream, it would mean a lot, you know, if you guys like the stream, and if you guys haven't been here before and you are just now coming across me and you like the content, then subscribe. I mean, I still got, at least now, considering from last night, I am halfway to my goal of having 100 subs by April. So I am happy with that. And I do appreciate all you guys for joining me on this journey. It does mean a lot, man. It really does. But I will, and I appreciate it, Bean, man. I will, oh damn, but I will see you guys, well, y'all will see me tomorrow morning, 8 a.m. My next video is going to drop, and I'm going to try and keep all my releases at 8 a.m. the next day from here on out, and I'm going to try and make sure I post every single day until everything goes right. So, it was nice hanging out with you guys. Have a good time. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. I've got stuff to do. I will see y'all later.